Hi, we're just sitting down to dinner, but I'm here.
Hi, everybody. We're just waiting, I guess, for Bert. Can everybody hear me? Great.
Yes.
All right, Karen, we just started the meeting. We have a quorum. Yep. All right. So we'll start the meeting. It is now 3 minutes after 7. Let's see. Mary Lou is waiting here. No, she's a guest tonight. And we have, as our opening act, we have Eric Hodges, who is with us tonight. And as part of our public comment period, I want to introduce Eric to you all. I was out with Eric yesterday looking at stone structures on his property. They appear to be native structures. And Eric is interested in knowing more about them. One more person, Leslie. Yeah. So Eric, perhaps you can introduce yourself briefly.
Sure. Hey.
And I really wanted you to get to know some of the folks on the committee,
For sure.
particularly Leslie Bracebridge.
Yeah, I know who she is.
Yeah, who is on here, but you won't see her. She's, let's see, are you visible, Leslie?
Oh, your mic's muted.
I'm
There you
trying to be visible,
go.
but I'm,
There
There
she
you
is.
are.
You're muted, I think.
No,
No.
hello.
I
We
I
hear
hear
you.
her. I hear
Oh,
her. I
sorry.
see her.
My volume was off.
Great.
I guess never happens.
Leslie,
Hi, Leslie.
hi. Leslie was torn between the energy
Yeah,
presentation and this, so I'm a little
uh,
I was just there. It's all good.
Yep.
So I was just introducing Eric to everyone. I don't know if you got wind of my introduction.
No, I'm sorry I didn't.
Yeah, no. Eric invited me yesterday onto his property. He's got a fairly large spread there. And we looked at what were very impressive mounds, stone mounds.
It's built stone mounds, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Where-
I mean,
Where's Eric live?
he's on Montague Road.
Okay.
oh,
Mhm. And he was interested in knowing if there were any maps of his property in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know anything about what maps and locations for these stone structures are, except for the ones I've
Automatic voice message system.
Say what now?
If you're talking to me, I can say that I visited lots of stone structures in Shutesbury, but I know of no maps. We don't in our closet have any maps.
Okay.
I thought
Oh.
that perhaps Miriam had housed some really confidential material at her at somewhere, but I'm not.
Yep.
I'm more interested in older maps. Like I'm looking for like old stagecoach road type mapping that may exist.
Mm. We have the classic Beers Atlas Wallings map. There are some older maps that we got from the state archives, but they're all classic ones. Nothing.
Yeah.
I think for that sort of thing, contacting the reference staff at Massachusetts Historical Society will probably be a really fruitful avenue of pursuit.
Okay.
Conservation Commission, not society, but
No, the Massachusetts Historical Society in Boston.
oh, okay.
Their collections will have that, and they have lots of staff that can photograph things for you and answer
Perfect.
questions, and they're really knowledgeable about those kinds of materials.
Yep.
Perfect. Because this is a
And-
trail that goes right through my property. My property, there's only been a house on it since
Karen
1996.
Chabonka.
So,
Okay, Karen, I got you.
Huh.
and the location is, it's probably a mile off of my property into onto the conservation land.
The Coles Conservation Land.
Yeah, so that's my concern. It's just it's open. It's off the trailheads that on Montague Road. You can get to this site through there, and if you know what you're looking for, you can find it. So I was just more interested in like making someone aware of this for conservation reasons or protection, because it looks like a well, for lack of a better word, a graveyard. Just the amount of mounds that are there,
Yes.
and they're spaced out like graves almost. And some have like quartz on top of them that look probably more important than the other. There may be some effigies as well. Just I don't know exactly know what I'm looking at, so it's just about trying to create a little bit of awareness amongst you guys and seeing what we can learn from this, I guess.
It would be nice to go see them with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I encourage that.
Yeah, it's a trek, I will tell you.
It's a mile. It's a mile out and a mile back.
That's
Okay.
Oh,
That's
That's
not
all. It
much.
seemed
That's a-
longer, but
Mhm.
that would
Yeah, the
seem-
hills. There's a little
yeah.
couple hills that make it seem a little bit longer, but it's a
Yeah.
mile.
okay.
No, that's-
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, the other option is I will send you the link for Massachusetts Preservation. It's a network, sort of a network where people post information
Mhm.
and share information about various things, historical. Yeah,
Excellent. Excellent.
so
I
that
would
would
love to
be
see
good.
that.
So you should send me your email. So
You
I
have
can-
my email,
I do. Okay, good.
but I'll
Yeah.
shoot you another email after this so you have it right up top there.
Sure,
Yeah,
sure.
Awesome.
Great. No, it was great going out with Eric. Quite impressive what he's got back there.
Well, we'd love to join you sometime and see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Come up with a date before it gets too cold, and we can all head
Yeah.
out there, and I can show you guys, and you can tell me what
Yeah.
you think.
Cool.
Before you leave, why don't we set a day?
Yeah.
Excuse
agree.
me, Henry, I'm not sure you see my hand.
Oh yeah, Mary Lou.
Yes, hi, Eric.
Hey.
My name is Mary Lou Conca, and I am a former member of this commission. I know two people who actually have maps of the
Perfect.
sacred stone structures in Shutesbury. Now, you won't find these in people's records because they're not paper.
Broadcasted.
Exactly, they're not paper recorded.
Yeah.
And I may even have a hard time getting hold of the map. There's one friend in particular I will ask, and I will find out, like what numbers on Montague Road, just so I can have an idea. Henry, I met you years ago on what I thought we were taking a walk in the woods, was actually called a pilgrimage, if you recall. And the gentleman who took us has all that recorded, as
Yeah.
well as, yeah,
Well, he may or may not. I don't know if he would have. I mean, this is one parcel there. I don't know if he has it for everyone, but it'd be great if he did. I mean,
yeah, I'll ask. And then
Yes. Because
also,
I just to interrupt for a second, just because I'm curious to see if it's already on some map. If people
Mhm.
know of this already, or the Native
Mhm.
American people may know of this, I'm not sure. But if not, we have one to add to it or something. I need once it gets
Sure, okay.
verified.
Okay, so I'll do what I can to find out,
Awesome.
and I'll
Thank-
stay connected with Henry once I find
I
something.
appreciate that.
Alrighty, thank you.
Well, thanks,
Thanks,
Mary
man.
Lou. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Okay. So we're going to move on with the rest of the meeting tonight. Any other questions, Eric, that you might have for the group here?
No, I think that's it. I have the Mass Historic Society to contact and the Mass Preservation to contact.
Yep.
So, yeah, I
And
think that's
possibly Mary Lou Conca may have some other leads.
some maps. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Really, I would love to know what the old trails or roads were back there around Mount Brushy, just because I can probably have a better understanding of what I'm looking at, be it colonial versus Native American or whatnot. Just seeing how people were moving around back there, because there are a lot of trails and what looked to me like old roads back there, and I'm sure they are, but I don't know what they were. I don't know what the name of the streets were or whatnot, or if there were neighborhoods or anything like that. I think these maps would really help. So I appreciate any help I can get.
Did you
Right.
say Mount Brush?
Brushy?
Brushy Mountain.
Yeah.
It was,
No.
which straddles Shutesbury and Leverett, and I'm wondering if Eric is familiar with As Long as Trees Grow and Water Runs on Brushy Mountain by Eva Gibovic.
Oh, yeah, good point.
That book is
No.
available at Amazon. It's quite informative.
As
But-
long as
but-
trees grow.
As Long as Trees Grow and Water Runs on Brushy Mountain.
Oh, yeah. The first time I'm hearing this.
She published it when, Janice? I'm trying,
A couple years ago, not too long ago.
not too long ago.
Who was the author? Do you recall?
Eva.
Gibovic.
Eva. Okay, there you go. I mentioned Eva to Eric.
Oh, is
Okay.
she in Leverett also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Does
Yeah.
she sell her books at the co-op?
I don't know.
She
I don't
goes
know.
to the library. I think they were available at the Leverett Library for a while.
Okay.
But
Interesting.
the mile, I don't know. That could be over the line into Leverett. She may have crossed over the line into Shutesbury. I think
be
it's worth
interesting.
you especially, because she does show different colonial roads.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
there might be a copy in the Leverett Library. I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if they have one there since she's a local author.
I'll dig it up for sure. Also, do you know if there are any Shutesbury books with like old, vintage photos and postcards and whatnot, like you typically would find in most towns?
There's a number of different things like that, mostly colonial.
Okay.
There's Celebrate Shutesbury. There's Shutesbury produced its own celebration booklets in 1911, 1937, and 1961. And then for the 250th, they did a then and now photo essay.
Right. Yeah. Then and now, something like that. That's what I'd be really interested. Is that more recent, you say?
The Celebrate Shutesbury was probably around 2000, more or less, published around 2000.
Perfect.
The celebration booklets 1911 was in 1911, 1937, and 1937,
Right.
1941. I can send you digital copies of the 1911, 37,
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, if you have an email address that you can maybe send
Yeah, I'll give it to Henry. I'll give it to Henry.
or give it to Brace.
I have it. I'll forward it to you.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would
Make it
just say also, Eric, that I know there's a lot of roads back there, various kinds, and a lot of them could just be logging roads because that's been
Yeah.
logged for a long time.
Yeah, no, I definitely see signs of logging as well, and even structures that probably belong to coals at some point or another. But but there's just there's some that look so like nice, like they're really nice roads with a wall running along. It looks something more than just a log road. Some of these
Okay, yeah.
places,
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't want to take up any more of your time. So
Sounds
no,
interesting.
no.
Thank you.
yeah, I
No,
appreciate all the help.
we acknowledge and appreciate your interest.
Yeah.
You know.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I'll pop back in another meeting one of these
Okay.
times, and I'll be in contact with whoever. Thank you,
Eva, yeah.
All right.
Eva,
All right,
Leslie, and Henry.
There you go.
And
All
thank
right.
you for your efforts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's continue with the public comment. Is there any other comment from the public
Okay.
tonight? Mary Lou.
Yeah, so I think it's on your agenda anyway, but I'm
Mm.
very curious what's happening to the guidepost.
Well, yeah,
And
that's on
yeah,
the agenda.
right. And
Mhm.
and I just want to say that I'm a little concerned like that. It just kept costing like more and more money to end up with um the final piece. And yeah, and the extension of time and all that it's been taking. So that's number.
Well, I will be reporting on that tonight.
Oh, good, good, good. And then the old schoolhouse kind of got pushed to the wayside, or what say you, as well. I just wonder if if as a group, you all are doing anything further with that. Because I know that at one point, the
Mhm.
roof, there was an issue with the roof. Like we all went in and we swept and we did
Yep.
some kind of mouse control and
Mhm.
yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, well, just before we forget about the schoolhouse, I can respond. The
yeah.
buildings committee
Oh, yeah.
is
I was there that day. The
well, yeah,
gentleman came.
well,
Yeah,
no, yeah, Steve Dalmas
right.
has been doing the work out there, so it's had quite a bit of attention
Okay, so it's the build.
from the buildings committee, since
Okay, I'll
that's not
talk.
what we do. We don't do repairs.
Right, right, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah. Okay, so first item on the agenda here, did people get a chance to look at those minutes? I did a few minutes for, I guess it was for, let me see if I can share that with you.
I only saw the 2/18/25 that were labeled 5/13/25.
Yeah, that's the
Was
one.
there another one? Okay,
No, that's it.
okay,
But
okay.
at the moment, again, this is sort of intermittent. There are times when I can share. There are times when I can't share. For some reason, I cannot share. Yeah, no, but
Uh,
let's see. I've got it here, and
And I promise I will work on the ones that I said I would get done. I just
yeah.
didn't, I figured
Well,
doing them last night wasn't going to make any difference because we couldn't
yeah,
review them today
I'm
anyway.
not sure how to go about this. Did y'all get a chance to look at it at all?
Yes, I did.
I mean, if you didn't, we could postpone this till next time. I mean, there's no. I'll see if I can fix this question.
Yeah, I didn't look at them. I did
Yeah,
not.
so yeah, it's about a page and a half. So rather than try and read through this,
Yeah,
Yeah.
why don't we leave it for next time?
good idea.
It's
Okay.
late anyway, so
We'll put that in the minutes.
there you go.
Yep.
Okay, and so the next item on the agenda is the update on the guide board. Good news, folks.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, I can tell you that I met with the buildings committee, and really they've got a plan for the famous foundation, the cement foundation.
Uh-huh.
They have potential contractors,
Oh,
and what we decided in the discussion was to wait. Before I get to that, we will not get the guide board back until the earliest January.
oh,
Why? Because they're backed up, at the Williamstown contractor. So January or thereafter is when we expect it back. So what the buildings committee recommended is that we wait to do the foundation because they want to have the guide board there to measure, to see how it's going to be secured, and what to do about the flashing that was recommended by Steve Smolsky. Perhaps is unnecessary. We could probably coat, put a coating on the cement to ensure that that its integrity stays, and that the water is displaced. So that is the update. We're waiting for it to come back before we proceed. So this is not going to happen really until springtime. Nobody's going to go out there and dig in the middle of winter and put the cement in. So it kind of relieves us because we were trying to hunt down some contractors. We should really have gone directly to the
Okay,
buildings committee. They always can come up with a plan, and they will be responsible for the outcome, which is
great.
in my book is great.
Yeah, they're the
Yeah,
experts. Yeah.
they are indeed.
So will we be allowed to store the guide board in Williamstown until spring?
I have not gotten a response on that, but
Okay.
that's part of what I'm gonna look
I
into.
hope so. Yeah.
Otherwise, we'll have to. The buildings committee suggested it be stored at the town hall.
Uh-huh.
Apparently, there's a space in the town hall where it might be stored.
Oh,
Yep.
Wh-
So one way or another, we should be able to deal with it.
Are you talking about the town hall that people work in every day?
Yes,
Maybe
really?
that's storage then.
I
What?
don't know I don't recall the
The deep-
space
Yeah,
in question.
but
Yeah,
even
the
inside,
the conference room is pretty big, and the senior center is pretty big, and they're both left open the majority of the day. Those two
Uh-huh.
spaces, and they're on the bottom floor. And the conference room has, and they each have their own door, matter of fact, that you don't
Right.
come in via
Well,
step. Yeah.
that could be another issue about
Hmm.
whether it'll fit through the doors.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't recall if it is 3 feet, how much bigger than 3 feet it is,
maybe they were
and whether
outside and back too, just covered. It's going to be outside eventually anyway.
that's true. That is true.
Oh, where the police cruisers are, there's
Mhm.
like a big metal type garage gazebo thing. Like the
Right.
car could stay out
Well,
for that
I
to
think, yeah, this is something that there are options, and I will see if Williamstown will keep it. I think it behooves them to do that, since we've paid them, or at least
Mhm.
we put a down payment on the next phase, and they're not moving on it. So I think we have some leverage there.
Doing nothing sometimes results in nothing happening too. Not even bringing it up. They may get to it.
Right? They may take longer than they anticipate. Who knows?
Come in March and say, we've forgotten to be in touch with you.
No, I'm gonna get back to them. I'd like to know what's going on. Yeah.
Well, that's good news.
It is. It's a relief.
Yep.
And it's a lesson for the future. I mean, we got to bank on the buildings committee. If there's no other discussion on that topic, I would move on to the next one.
Okay.
Yep. Any questions on the guide board? Well, Mary Lou asked about the cost. Is she still here?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
My concern was that they kept wanting like more and more money. And now another concern.
No.
Okay.
This is not the case.
Okay. Another
We had some, let's just say that there were some communication breakdowns at some point on various counts. There's so many details for this, the work that was done. No, what happened is because of the miscommunication, we had to revisit the exact style and materials for the roofing. And I'm not going to get into the details. It's a can of worms, but
Yeah.
it's not a question that they kept raising the price. The question really was that we had miscommunication about what we were going to get. And initially the option we thought was one, the cheapest and adequate, as an option, turned out to not to be adequate. So
Oh,
we had to go back to drawing board and ask them to give us another quote for the one roof that we believe is adequate for this purpose.
okay.
And
So
appropriate.
that's the reason we had to go back to
Oh,
the Community Preservation Committee, on
yeah.
which I am on as a member, to have them, well, actually, yeah, I think the price went up maybe 1,000 or 2,000, for the change that we made, and they
Right.
agreed. I mean, the Community Preservation Committee doesn't give out money, unless there are really good reasons for it.
Okay. Okay,
All
so
right.
one more thing. I know that if you leave a car somewhere, for longer than expected, they charge you for storage. And I'm hoping that this company will not consider the same.
Well, like I said, we're going to negotiate that.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so the next item on the agenda is the issue I have on there, the reuse of the old library, which happens to fall under our purview. It's a historical structure. It's on the National Register. And the town is now looking into how to reuse it. And two things were brought up. One, reuse it as a meeting place, as a storage place, or both. Your hand is still up, Mary Lou.
Okay, I was gonna say make it a museum, like leverage.
Well, look,
Yeah.
yeah. Allow me to finish, please. What we've done is conducted a survey, which I'm going to forward it. I can't share it with you because of my problem here. But essentially, the survey is asking people what they might use it for. By people, I mean heads of commissions, and primarily. I mean, I think they sent it out generally, but the primary interest is knowing which departments would actually use it. So that survey is coming back. They're asking people to get it back by Friday. I've yet to fill it in for our commission, and I was wondering if we, as a commission, have any thoughts about how it might be used for our purposes. As storage, for example. Or as a place to have, for instance, I don't know, some items that, historical items, things that could, either books or, other artifacts that might be on display, for example, at the library, the old library.
Well,
Any
I
thoughts?
well, my thoughts, and I don't really know all the ins and outs of anything. But it just seems to me that the historical records and the promotion of Shutesbury's history needs a greater presence. And I think that it should be used in some way to do with Shutesbury's history. Storing the records, in part of it in a way that is sane rather than stuffed here and there. Well, by not, perhaps it's not insane now, but it's so, inadequate.
Mhm.
A better adequate storage and a way to promote the history and show what it is, because
Mhm.
even though I've been visiting this town for 30 years or more and now live here, I'd like to know a lot more, and I'd like to see,
Mhm.
maps and artifacts and, a display of its history. That's just,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it's a great idea. It was kind of my idea as well. It would also establish a connection to the old library because books.
That's a good, yeah, I
I
agree.
mean that's another connection, that it was a
Yeah.
library, it was meant to be a library.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Mhm. So having
I-
a display there would be a great thing to do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd hate to see it be just storage,
Yeah.
because it's such a cool building. It'd be nice
Right.
still to have people be able to go into it and appreciate it.
I
would
agree.
I would like to see it if there were a way to have it for at least some historical storage and display. And I'm wondering, Leslie, what you think about the potential conditions for humidity and heat and that sort of stuff compared to what we have now in the present storage.
This is a lot for me to just all of
Yeah.
a sudden have an instant answer. The first
Yeah.
thought was, if it's going to be shared by other departments, and I truly feel there are many town departments that are working out of their homes now that should not be, and their working materials and records should be in a municipal facility. If all the other departments said, oh, no, we don't need the space, the first question that comes to mind is, who's going to set up the display? Who's going to monitor it for you don't just leave something,
Mm,
historical things out for people to just come and go,
that's true.
with meetings or what, however. It's part of a bigger picture is, I guess, my first and simple answer. We may be talking about something that we don't have the manpower at the present to
Mm-hmm.
oversee.
Mhm.
If the historical commission took over the building themselves alone, I suppose you could lock the doors and try to set up a system where one commissioner would be available. How often would it be open, and which commissioner would be
Yeah.
able to
Yeah. Yeah.
do it. So there's practical things. We'd have to have a plan.
Yeah.
But
I-
I want to see what the survey results are too. I'm not
Mhm.
ruling it out. I'm just
Mhm.
saying that there's more to it. Right now, we have all of the old things for the town in the building that most of them came in. I mean, there's a nice old vault in there that nobody's going to move across the common.
Mm.
There's
Mhm.
weights and measures which are in the same place they probably were put in 1860. there's shelves and shelves in one room that the clerk is currently using for ballots that have to be kept for 18 months, but they're safely on the shelves. They were all taken down, categorized, and put back up. The only thing that we don't have is exactly what Catherine was saying, a way to show everything to the public. We used to do it at Celebrate Shutesbury, and I just opened up the building, even though it didn't have a occupancy permit. But
Mhm.
I'm just interested to see
Yeah.
overall for the town.
Mhm.
I had said to various people that, and I filled out a form for my role in the assessor's office saying that we are very adequately provided with space, but my heart for the building would be that somehow it's remembered that it is a library, so that
Mm.
the decades and centuries go by quickly, and perhaps someday the library might want it back for performances or something, because that's its true history. It was given to our town for a library, and
Mhm.
I'm still struggling with that it's not going
Mhm.
to be a library anymore.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay.
History does relate to that.
Right.
Good point.
Is Aaron still on? Oh, yeah. I'm having trouble keeping Karen on here. Hello, Karen. No. Hello. Yeah. Is Erin still on the line
No, I
here?
think she left before the update on the guide board. I'm not sure how much before, but somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
well, we may not have a quorum if I can't get Karen back.
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry to say. I mean, it's just
Yep.
You've got 3, right? Yeah, if
we
you
have
Yeah.
3.
3 and Karen would make 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But somehow the calls are failing here. That's strange. I can't even ring her.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is bizarre. I mean, it could be my phone.
Well, it could be Amazon screwing up again. I mean,
Really?
they brought down the internet yesterday, apparently, or the day before.
Yeah.
She was there for a minute.
I heard her before.
Yeah, no, she was there. Just
Hello?
Hey, Karen.
Yay.
Yeah, for some reason you dropped out, but I hear you now. Okay, we're just discussing the reuse of the old library
Oh.
and what the commission thinks about any suggestions. I'm on the committee, by the way. I'm on the committee
Good.
for planning the reuse,
Mhm.
making recommendations. And there's a survey has been sent out with some open-ended questions and specific questions about how to use it, either for meetings, for storage, for displays, etc. So again, Leslie's comments, I think, are very apropos as a precaution in terms of items could be secured if
Mm.
there's no knowing who goes in and out of the place.
Yeah.
If we had a display, I mean, unless we had something that we could display things that are reproductions. They could be reproductions, so the danger of losing them is not so great. So I don't know. What do you think about that? I mean, mean, reproductions of maps, for example.
Yeah, but
Any other comments on this?
Did Karen have any comments? I couldn't hear anything from her.
Well, oh yeah,
no,
yeah, Karen, any comments on that? Did you hear her?
No.
Well, okay. Yeah, no, they couldn't hear you. No, she said no. She has no comments.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you hear us here, Karen?
I think so.
You think so?
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
No, not when I was living.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. All right. So, anything else I can take back to this committee? Either let me know now or send it to me. Yeah. And anybody else on the commission? Anything else you would like to bring up with
No, I
the?
guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah. So, Mary Lou.
Yeah, I'm curious, Henry, on a couple of issues. So whoever is making this committee that you have become a member of, it was not announced to the public, is that correct? And the survey, who I figure the committee that you're on for the
Mhm.
library, was also developed by you all, and you're not looking for the public to comment on that either? And if that's all true, I'm not sure I understand that, because whatever happens to the library, will it not be part of the tax burden? You know, or the tax monies collected?
Mhm.
Well, you know what I'm
Well,
saying?
well, my understanding is that they did send it out
Oh,
generally.
in what
but
manner, do you know?
I
sorry?
never got anything.
No, I
Yeah.
never saw anything, and
Yeah.
I'm very, very interested. I
Mhm.
love that building. I was sad that it wasn't going to be used anymore. But
Yeah.
yes,
Well, and any expenses and this on this building will be funneled through the Community Preservation Act, which has monies for various things. For example, one of the issues is for instance, the bathroom. You know,
oh,
the
the
bathroom is
yeah,
a compost toilet,
right.
which was not properly installed.
Uh-oh.
So
Okay.
it never actually was functional.
Well,
Oh dear.
yeah,
And
that can
so,
be corrected, no?
well, I'm not sure it can.
Well,
The buildings committee is taking a lead again on this to see what can be done with it. But I don't know if the Community Preservation Act covers bathrooms. You know,
Hmm.
huh.
whether they will finance a new bathroom or not. So there are all kinds of questions, but as far as I understand, a lot of this will be covered by grants of various sorts.
Huh. So the
Yeah.
CPC money though, if that is one place that, you know, the town is looking to get money from, will
Mhm.
that be a continuous funding source? Like that will just be for as long, you know what I'm saying? As long as the building's.
Well, again, this is if there are any issues in the future, we would apply for grant money,
Oh,
or the buildings committee would be central to that, right? I mean, they're the ones who you know, we took a tour of the building and checked out, you know, the exterior, the interior.
Right.
It does need some renovation. You know, there's places where things are beginning to show wear. For instance, in the basement, the window is sinking. The whole
Oh.
the whole building is sinking.
Wow.
You know,
So is my house.
so
How do you
but
get to the basement, Henry? I'm sorry.
Huh?
How do you get to that basement? You have to lift up the, how do you get to the basement in that
it's
library?
in the back. There's a door. There's an entry
Oh,
at the
oh, okay, I
back.
know. Yep, the
Yeah.
bulkhead, right?
That's right. That's
That
right.
big bulkhead, okay.
Yep. So there's some things. The whole point is the buildings committee will prioritize what is critical at this point. And whether or not they upgrade the bathroom depends on, you know, what people in the survey have to say, etc.
Henry, I think it's really important that the public gets a chance to
Yep.
participate in the discussion, and even if it's just an item on select board meeting or a separate little meeting or something,
Yep.
but
Thank
um,
you, Janice.
I didn't see anything through next door. I don't know
Yeah.
where else to look. My husband
Yeah.
hasn't gotten anything in the mail.
Right.
Yeah. 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 I think they're keen on, you know, getting feedback from the departments, from the commissions.
Hopefully it's only
Um,
first, it's not
Yeah,
only.
and I will say this, I was a late arrival to the committee. They'd already met once. So they'd already hashed
Hmm.
out a number of things before I arrived. So
Well, can you
but
make
I
that
will
a suggestion on the survey you're completing is for
ex-
more public
ex-
input?
exactly.
Thank
And I
you.
will, I
What's the
will,
name of this committee? What is the name of the committee?
it's the Old Library Reuse Committee.
And is that on the town website somewhere? No?
I don't think so.
I kind of doubt it. I mean, it's an
Yeah.
ad hoc committee. It's just meeting, you know, a few times. And
Well, it'd be kind of interesting to know who's on it, I think.
yeah, well, I can tell you. I mean,
Okay.
let's see if I can remember from memory. Paul Lyons,
Mhm.
Paul Lyons, and Rita Farrell,
Mhm.
who's on the select board.
Mhm.
Let's see, Mary Jo Johnson. I don't know how she got on there. She's not in any commission, as far as I know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does anybody know Mary Jo? I mean, she's been active, I know.
Yes, yes, I know her. She's
Yeah.
a wonderful human being.
Oh yeah.
She lives in Lake
Absolutely.
Wyola.
Mhm.
She,
And who else is there?
I'm sorry,
let's-
Henry,
Well,
she's
let's try.
Council of Aging, Mary Jo.
Oh,
Okay.
yes, you're right. You're right. Let's see. And then Susie Mosher.
Mhm.
And what is she on?
Yep.
Finance?
Yes,
Yeah. And
Okay.
she's actually managing the survey. And she's
Uh-huh.
implementing the survey.
And
I
what
see.
committee is Paul Lyons on?
No, he's on this committee. He's
I know, but
part
what
of-
else is he representing?
What is he on? You know, I don't know at this point.
Is he the moderator?
Well, at this
No, his
he-
wife is.
no.
Oh, okay.
No, he was.
No,
He
that's
used-
right. No, it's
Not
Mateo's
anymore.
wife.
Oh,
or
yeah,
Matteo.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not anymore. There's one more person on the committee, and he is critical. I mean, he's really the pivot. It's Steve Dalmas from the Buildings Committee.
Mm-hmm. Well, as an
and-
outsider, I would say that's much too small a committee,
Mm.
not representative of the town. Just as a semi-outsider now, I still feel strongly about the library, and I just feel that's more like the old school town government, that everything was done behind closed doors with a few people.
I
And
agree.
I was hoping for more broad, open discussions on things
Yeah.
these days.
It
I
may have
completely
had
agree.
more Select board discussion, but how, like Janice is saying, she would like more announcements, maybe town announces or something like that.
Yeah, so people
Mhm.
could come and listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that,
well,
thing.
yeah. Well, I did mention to the group, to the committee, that the timeline for the survey was kind of short.
Mm-hmm.
I think they concluded the questions like a week or two ago, and they wanted everything back by the 24th, but they're going to be flexible about that. They won't, the deadline could be extended.
Yeah, but if
Mhm.
there's only a few people that they're surveying, and I have a feeling this thing is going to be rammed through, that somebody has an idea what it's going to be. That's just my
Uh-huh.
feeling.
Uh-huh. Well,
Mm-hmm.
I will certainly make these points known.
Thank you.
Not in so many words, but
Right.
I will argue that this is what our commission,
Mhm.
that is, if everybody agrees that we have these concerns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
What does Karen think?
Karen,
It's a miracle of modern communication.
No,
I can't hear anything.
sorry, what was that again?
I didn't know if any club were registered in town. The boys club and the girls scouts and the boy scouts, they're not in town. But if they had a active club and they need to rent the place from us or something.
Yeah, did you get that?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, in other words, letting it out to clubs in town. Boys clubs, girls clubs. Yeah, again, that might be a little bit complicated just as storing,
Yeah.
materials that are valuable there. There would have to be some control, but if they use it for any storage space, security will be an issue,
Yeah.
right? I mean, they're not going to have anybody coming in and just grabbing stuff.
Well,
Mhm.
especially boys' clubs.
Mhm.
Well, yeah,
Or
well, this is
girls.
it. This is it. I mean, no, but
Wow.
going back to our discussion, I mean,
Yeah.
if we had a display there,
Mm.
there would have to be reassurances that the place would be
Mhm.
well, adequately, how should we say, monitored. So
Yeah.
you could only access it with certain kind of permission, keys would be limited,
Mhm.
etc.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Does that sound like it might work? I don't know. I'm just particularly
Well,
interested in what Leslie thinks about that.
yeah.
Oh, Leslie's not.
Yeah, she's
Oh, she's there.
her name is.
Yeah, no, she's there.
Mhm.
Leslie. No, maybe she's.
Trying, sorry, chewing my
Yeah.
salad and trying.
Eating, yeah.
It sometimes takes me time on the phone.
Oh, oh man.
Oh, so repeat that.
Yeah, no, I was wondering, I was just saying that one of the ideas was to store documents there.
You
And
mean
that
for town clerk,
town documents.
yeah,
And that would require some kind of security
right.
Mhm. Protocol.
protocol, exactly.
Yeah.
Something that, in other words, that might be the answer if we were to display anything. It would fall under that category.
Well, I think thought since I was town clerk and I did not bring this up on my capital budget after about 2006, maybe. But the town clerk I thought, needed a vault. And there are state
Hmm.
specifications for vaults that would not
Hello?
Yeah,
fit
we're
the
back.
would not
Mhm.
fit the
Shut
lot.
off. No.
Mhm.
I'm not the town clerk anymore, and we're in an interim situation, and maybe things have changed. Our items in the historical commission are a lot of photocopies, a lot of family genealogies. There's some books of photographs, but I just think that we might just hold out for that 1829 building. And
Mm.
I'm not sure. I'm thinking more
Mhm.
planning department, land use departments could all have that area, and they could have their own file cabinets. And if there's one land use clerk, that person could open up and the whatever files are needed. I don't know. It's a conundrum, really.
Mhm.
I really, if anybody wants to jump in and take over, the thought to me of what would you move and what would you keep in the 1829 building?
Yeah.
Right.
Right now, we're housed, and yes, it's all in anything that's important to me,
Mhm.
housed in the closet in alphabetical order by category. It's pretty logical,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and it's not it's not the town clerk's records. It's just
Mhm.
Mhm.
random things about our history that may or may not have anything to do with town government.
Mhm.
It might
Right.
have with the booklet about serious community hearthstones. It might have to do with how Temenos survived fires over the years. It might have to do with how Lake Wyola has changed in its activities and use. It's the non-municipal things that
Mm.
really are there. Anything like town meeting minutes, that sort of thing,
Mhm.
should and need to be housed in a vault of that meets state standards.
Right.
I did not, as I say, put it on the capital list for the town clerk's office near the end because there was a lot of discussion going on about town funds, and I just did not want to throw the town clerk's needs into it. And
Mhm.
we have the 1931 vault that is housing town documents that are permanent records. I don't know, Janice probably has a better idea than I would about mandates for what are permanent records and not within zoning, conservation, board of health,
Mhm.
planning board. Some things are mandated that they be kept permanently. And that
Mhm.
requires a vault with atmospheric standards, not the old library.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're tucked into an old building.
Mhm.
Or it does not meet Catherine's concern. But that
Mhm.
might just be an open house. What we used to do, I should say, the older members, was periodically would have public presentations, programs over in the, well, it was this before it was the lounge or after or during. And we just pull out a topic and we'd get town meeting
Mhm.
and it's about the topic. We'd have people come to speak. I'd mentioned, I think at the last meeting, that maybe we might like to present a, what was the observation group, invite the town to come and see and speak about the ground observers of the 1950s.
All
Oh
right.
yeah.
Right.
So that is not happening. Catherine's right. But that is a way that we can be a presence in the public without
Mhm.
having to maintain a space, worry about security, that kind of thing. We could do
Yep.
a thing about maps, bring out
Yep.
all the maps.
Mhm. Yeah,
Mm.
that's a nice idea.
that's for our manpower
hmm
turnover, we can hardly get a quorum. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
set our limits, our goals a little lower than to take over a building and try and
Yeah, no,
put out
no,
That's true. Yeah.
no, you're right.
out
You're right. Yeah,
being open. We're just not there.
hmm
yeah.
But anytime you want to think of a topic, veterans, we could talk about veterans memorials. It takes time to put these programs together, but
Mhm.
schools, we can. And it's a good way for members to get familiar with what materials are available and what questions people will ask and go from there.
Yep, yep.
So I don't think it's necessarily a good place for either the historical commission or, in my experience as town clerk, it's not a good space for permanent records. I think
Yeah.
it's a great workspace for some department, and planning, conservation, those come to my mind, but they're probably just as happy not moving too. I mean, that was the finance department head meeting today. We're all cut to the bone and trying to do without the staffing we need. And
Mm.
who wants to move over and set up
Mm.
over there?
Right.
And the other reason it's not a good place for the town clerk, in my opinion, is because the town clerk is supposed to be at the center of the town's activity. I know it
hmm
less and less so, but the town clerk is supposed to be the neutral party who welcomes anybody in with any questions, sends them to the right place, gives them unbiased information, and that sort of thing. And if you stick the town clerk over there, that's a little silly.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah. Well, I will raise all of these concerns. I'll try and summarize them and for our next meeting of this reuse committee.
Yeah.
Okay.
See what
Point though
Yeah.
about renting the building out, and I don't know what the problems of that might be. Boy Scouts, Scouts maybe wouldn't be the best use, and I'm not sure which entity would be, but it's
Mm.
possible that some entity would enjoy that, or maybe our
Yep.
first commercial space in Shutesbury. I know that was another thing came up at the finance meeting today, was maybe the town needs to come together and talk about what commercial enterprises they would be willing to live with, because
Mm.
taxes are going up, folks, and it's all on residential. And
yeah.
if we could rent out that library and bring income in, that would be, to me, that's better than trying to make someone else use it.
The bookstore.
There you go. I love it. That's
You still have to deal with the bathroom and
I
the,
know. Well,
the
those
space there, in terms of whether it's safe and
Yeah.
clean and
yeah.
all
Well,
that.
it could be a cafe bookstore. How about that?
You
And
need a sink.
You need all kinds of things, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know,
as long as it's as is, I don't see anybody jumping. That's where I want to be.
Mhm.
yep. Well, that's where the buildings committee would come in to, evaluate what's possible here,
Yeah.
and where we can get the funding.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got
Mer-
to get off soon. So
Yeah. We need to end pretty soon. Mary Lou.
Yeah, I just want to know when the next meeting was of this library committee, and is it open to the public?
Oh, this library thing.
Yeah, the
I
reuse committee.
I don't know if it's open to the public. They never
Oh.
All
discussed that.
meetings are open to the public unless
Mhm.
there's one of 9 reasons they cannot be.
Mm.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
so-
So the next meeting I don't have here. I can let you know, Mary Lou.
yes, thank
I'll
you.
let you know.
Okay, I have to go
Uh,
to. Good night, all. Thank you.
Okay.
Good night, Mary
Okay.
Lou.
Okay, so our next meeting, what about if we meet November 18th?
Let me look.
Is that a good day?
I think that's okay so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
18th. That's okay for me.
All right. So I'm gonna bank on that.
Okay.
Hopefully other folks will follow on. So I guess I'll move to adjourn. Do I hear a second?
Second,
All right. Going around.
yes, yay.
Let's see. Calling out names then. Zervanka.
Yes.
Okay. Geddes, aye. Powers.
Yes, aye.
Yep. Stone.
Aye.
Okay, we're done for the evening. Thank you all very
And-
much.
And
Yes.
Henry, 10:30 on the 30th is the next meeting of the Spear Memorial Reuse Committee. Anyway, it's on the town calendar.
Okay.
Yeah.
30th on the 30th.
Yep,
Yeah.
30th at
Mhm.
10:30.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Good.
all right, thank
Good.
you.
Thank
See you
you.
all. See you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye to the group.
Yeah, we're all heading out.
November 18th then.
November 18th at 7.